Milford Wrestling has a long-standing tradition of excellence, and Coach P.J. Basha has been right at the center of it, first competing on the team himself as a student athlete and now serving as the longtime head coach for the program. Looking back on how the program has continued to build since he first took over back in 2005, Coach Basha is very happy with where the program is heading into the 2018-19 season.
It's absolutely going in the right direction. I mean, where switching leagues was a big adjustment, I think. When I first got here, we were in the Midwalk League. We were 4 or 5-time league champs at that point. And then we switched over to the Hockomock League, which is a very competitive league. It's probably one of the top 2 or 3 leagues in the state. I'd say in the last couple of years, the Division I, Division II, and Division III state champs have come out of our league. So a little bit of adjustment wrestling a different schedule, but the kids have responded really well, and I think the program's going in the right direction.
The participants on this year's varsity team all agree that Coach Basha has been a tremendous coach, teacher, and mentor that has helped athletes of all skill levels grow and improve.
All 4 years I've been here, I've really enjoyed him as a coach. He's a really good coach. He taught me a lot, especially how to keep going after, how to work hard, and how much it means to be a team during wrestling. So he's a really good coach.
I've learned a lot from Basha. It's definitely a really good program. I came in sophomore year, thinking just pick up a sport, and it turned into this, and it's been great.
Last season, the wrestling team welcomed in a large crop of new talent to the varsity ranks. A year later, the team boasts much more experience and looks poised to take a huge leap forward.
Last year we were pretty young. We had a lot of young guys in the lineup, which made it a little difficult. Guys had to learn had to wrestle while they're learning. But this year a lot of those guys are back. So it's definitely shown. I mean, they stepped up early on in the year, so we're ready to go.
We have a lot of returning guys, so I think our team could do really good against all the people that we didn't do as well against last year, especially since we have a lot of freshmen returning from last year. We have a couple freshmen that came up this year that are wrestling our 106 and 113. But other than that, I feel like we should do pretty good.
There's a big jump in skill, I think, and we have a lot of returners, and I think that we'll be really, really good this year.
We're pretty deep in a couple weight classes. We had a little log jam at a few of them with some of the returning guys, but they're starting to straighten that out. So, we're definitely in a good spot as far as experience goes. As long as they continue to get better and those young guys learn on the job, it's going to be a good year. It'll be a fun year.
Not only does the team have its share of young talent, they also are fortunate to have great experience and leadership in the senior class, led by a quartet of captains that Coach Basha will lean on throughout the season.
We're lucky enough to have 7 returners back of the 14 weight classes. So the team votes on the captains. We got Nick Marcolini, who wrestled really well last year, made it all the way to states, beat one of the state finalists early in the year. So he's off to a great start already. He's 4-0. Ryan Hazard, another captain, who's been in and out of the lineup for the past 3 years. So it's good to have him in that position. The kids really look up to him. Again, off to a great start, 4-0, 4 pins in the first week. Dylan Ortiz, voted a captain. I think he's a 3-year varsity starter for us. Really having a great year, 3-0 this weekend, so another person that's undefeated. And then Joe Torcott, who wrestled varsity for us last year. They voted him in. He's a little banged up right now, but off to a pretty good start himself. So I think the 4 guys, I know what I expect, and the younger guys really look up to him. So it's good leadership at the top for sure.
I've been wrestling since 3rd grade, so 8 years or something. I think we have a good team this year. I think we can go far, and I'm trying to get a state championship, so I'm working on that.
It felt great, to know that my team thinks that I would be a good fit for the spot. Joined with these 3 other guys who are definitely well qualified for it.
It's definitely a big deal. I think it's a leadership role, and I think that it's very important because this wrestling program in particular has been around for a long time, and to be a part of it and to be a captain of this team means a lot to me.
I was really surprised I got picked captain. It means a lot to me because it shows that wrestling with these guys has really paid off and become closer as one. So it means a lot to me.
Each of the wrestling captains are 2 or 3 sport athletes at Milford High School, something they all agree gives them considerable experience and versatility that they can bring to the wrestling mat.
Personally, I think playing 3 sports in high school is something that everyone should do, and I think that just playing one sport doesn't give you the athleticism that you can get from playing different sports and not just focusing on one sport all year round.
With a good mix of youth, experience, good coaching, and a high level of energy and enthusiasm, the team is hopeful they have the right balance to make a serious statement both at the league and the state level.
I mean, definitely try to win out as always. You know, I mean, try to win every opportunity we get. Try to win the Wednesday matches. Trying to do our best in the individual tournaments, and we'll see where we end up.
Every day you just want to get better and better, because every day you know there's somebody else better than you, so you want to get to the level where you know you can compete with those guys.
I think we're going to make a serious statement and maybe even reach for that league title, so I think we'll do well.
I think we're going to be right in the race. I mean, North Attleboro is a powerhouse. They came down into our division now, so that's always going to be a tough match. But the rest of the teams in that league, I think we're right there with them. It's just going to come down to, if we perform.
This is Milford TV News and Sports Director Tim Coet. Make sure you check out new editions of the Milford Informer every Friday at 7:30 p.m. or during one of our 8 convenient re-air times throughout the weekend. You can also find individual news stories as well as full archived editions on our YouTube page, My Milford TV. If you live in the greater Milford area and have an idea for a news story, you can tweet at us using the handle @Milford_TV, or you can contact me directly by sending an email to news@milfordtv.net.